Welcome to a special but different edition of the Brisbane Lions Fancast Q Clash preview. Thanks to Chris Marketing, EB by Hiker, of course, and hop on brewtours.com.au. Don't forget to book your game day packages through EB by Hiker, ebbyhiker.com. Do use $70 if you use the code word Lions Fancast 26. You get 3 hours worth of drinks and a meal as well, mate.
So good.
JD is joining me here, who has been part of the Turnover the Tape Gold Coast Suns podcast.
Yeah, unofficially representing Turnover the Tape today.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, didn't ask for permission ahead of time, so I'm going to represent their brand and then do a whole bunch of things to get me in hot water and ruin their reputation too.
Fair enough. That's the way we like to do things here. Q Clash, it seems a little bit later in the year than normal, round 13 of this one.
Yeah, we get 2 of them every year, but normally we'll have one by, round 10 normally?
Yeah, you'd have to think so. It's a little bit later this year, and fair to say that both teams would probably want to win this one. Both seasons not hanging by a thread, but whoever loses this are going to have some serious questions raised.
It's a funny one, hey. Because you're totally right. Both of the teams, it is a must-win fixture for both teams. And it's funny because the more days that go by in the preview to this game, I mean, like we've been speaking about it just, I guess, since we had the bye last week, so we've had very little to talk about as Suns fans. It's sort of just thinking about the next upcoming fixture, and when you're coming off a loss. I mean, obviously, we know how the Suns' last game went against North Melbourne, the kick after the siren to lose what was an unlosable game. Then you have a week to think about it, and then your next fixture is the Q Clash. There's sort of a lot of things that you start imagining, and in that same amount of time with us having the bye, you have lost more and more players.
Oh yes.
And so it is this weird mix now where, I mean, you're getting more and more excuses to lose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From a media perspective, I guess.
Yeah,
it's like
I suppose so.
The excuses for your loss are mounting, and the reasons that we absolutely have to win this are just stacking up. So it's a must-win fixture for both, but I think that the pressure on the Suns is much higher. Like, the Lions can go on a run at any point. It can just happen. Like, it's been done before. It's not something that we have in our kit bag. Like, every game where we either verse North Melbourne or we verse a depleted Lions or we verse a team that we should win, like, we have to do it.
Yeah.
Because we don't have that premiership winning capacity of like, hey boys, let's go, momentum behind us, 10 wins in a row to finish the season. That's just not what the Suns have yet.
Well, I would argue that the Brisbane Lions are losing that ability at the moment as well. 29 players to choose from.
Yeah.
And the players that we do have out on the park, our better players, granted Hugh McCluggage is probably falls into this category as well, but he is injured as well. But the better players we got out there, like our Will Ashcrofts, our Josh Dunkleys, our Jasper Fletchers, are probably, and Cam Rayners, just not performing, like well down on form.
Yeah.
People have seen the numbers. And then we are reaching into the twos each and every week. 2-3 changes each and every week, and another 3 changes this week with, as we said, McCluggage going out. He's injured his calf throughout the week. Who knows how long that's going to be.
So that was a training injury, hey? Because that wasn't during the game, yeah.
Well, he has had a calf this year, so he missed the start of the year, came back and was really slow to get out of the blocks and find his form, and he's probably had one decent game.
Yeah.
Kitty Coleman, prone to injury, he's done a hamstring, and that's a 6-weeker. And it's like every injury we get is turning into sort of like 4, 5, 6 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, we're only just speaking about this yesterday. I mean, I guess conversely, we've got Lockie Weller coming back into the team only 3 weeks removed from a hamstring that we didn't know how bad it was going to be, so it's great to have him back. But then, yeah, on the other side of the ball, like the hamstring injuries and the injuries that you guys get seem to be keeping your players out for 6 to 8 weeks on, tissue stuff.
Yeah.
So the replacements have come in. I mean, let's talk about the changes. Like, let's start with the Lions. I mean, just from an outsider's perspective, I know Shadow Brain.
Yep.
I know Dara Joyce, medium.
Yeah.
James Tunstall, no.
Yeah.
He's new in the Pokédex for me. So what do these players have to offer? How do you feel about the changes?
Shadow Brain, a lot of Lions fans have been calling for. He's a lockdown type defender, interceptor type. He's reasonably good with his ball use, but his decision making can be a little bit questionable. He's been playing well on the twos.
Has he been kept out by Coleman? Is that like the...
Yeah, it's hard to know what he's been kept out by because we've had that much rotation through our back line. Zorko being out, Answorth's been out from time to time, Froggy Lester being out. It's like there's been that much change down in our back six that you would think Shadowbrain would have got his chance along the way, and now like the hand's been forced. Darragh Joyce comes in as a key defender, and I think that will probably allow Ty Gallop to move forward.
Right.
Because he's been playing down back this year since we lost Jack Payne. He's been tried down back. He's been all right. He's been pretty good. He's a bigger body, but I think Logan Morris needs a bit of a chop out up forward as well, and a bigger body to take some of those contests, because we've had Cody Curtin, who has been okay, serviceable, but just really not up to it at AFL level at this point. So I think we'll see Ty Gallop go forward this week. Darragh Joyce take a key back with Harris Andrews and Darcy Gardner as well. And then Jimmy Tunstall, historically a midfielder, but has been tried down back this year, again in a lockdown type role, but has not excelled in that at all. So sort of halfback, wing, a little bit, not getting many CBAs or anything. So he's just one of those fringe players that plays well in the
a gadget guy.
Yeah, and doesn't really produce on the big stage, but
right.
He seems to be the first one called up every time.
Is he a hard head?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. He does some nice things. Like every now and then he'll do some nice things. He's clearly got a bit of a football brain, but I think his confidence just isn't there when it comes to AFL level.
Yeah, okay. Because I feel like in your position where you're kind of calling on the depths of your reserves, I mean, from a Suns perspective, when we get to that position, the people who I like to see brought in are like and again, he didn't exactly show it, but Nick Holman types where they're not being brought in for their football craft so much as like they're going to just go into a contest. Exactly, yes. Yeah. And it didn't really work out for us, and I think that's more of a Holman thing. Like I think he might just be past it, unfortunately for him. But yeah, that's the kind of thing. And I guess going into a Q Clash as well, where the game is typically, Origin-like in terms of the inflammatory nature of the game. I mean, especially in preseason, as we know. They're the sort of people who I think are going to make the game more exciting. I mean, you've got Cody Curtin got dropped, but he's still on the emergency. There's no chance that any of these guys get brought in from an emergency perspective for you. Is there anyone that's on there?
I mean, I want to say no, but then just the way our injury has been going, who the hell knows?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought so. I think that team's going to be the team. And when you look at it on paper, I look at this team on paper and I think there's still a lot of talent there that
100%.
can get wins.
Yeah.
But just, I don't know. It's been the tail of the tape the last 3 or 4 weeks. It's just the attitude, the defensive intent just simply isn't there.
Yeah. And it's an interesting one because, you look at it and for me, I mean, the forward line is short for you. Like the only real key tall is Logan Morris, right? Yeah. So I guess if you're saying that, is it Darragh that could be chopping out to
Ty Gallop will move
Ty?
Forward,
okay, so that means that you could be pushing Draper forward and having him like resting forward as a target.
I don't know.
Is that likely?
Yeah, yes.
Because he was flushing him last week.
Yeah.
Like I said, he kicked that goal like dead through the middle from 50-something out. So he can do it.
Yeah, it's just Logan Morris is getting like double, triple teamed every week because we just haven't had the bigger bodies there to help him out. So I think Ty Gallop will go forward. And we've got a relatively, like if you look at that on paper as it is, Gardner, Harris Andrews, Ty Gallop and Darragh Joyce, that is a tall back line.
Yeah.
And granted, you haven't necessarily got too many smalls running around down there.
You might even say that we have a huge issue with our small forwards. Maybe,
well, I mean, Ben Long, we know he's sort of your medium type that can kick goals.
Yeah.
And then Leo Lombard as well, who you're a massive fan of.
Yeah.
But Bailey Humphrey is probably the worry, and I would imagine that is going to fall to Noah Answorth as his job for the day. What I am quite pleasantly surprised and happy about is the two or three guys that actually played very well against us last year in the home and away. Ethan Reid played a very good game against us. Jai Farah played a very good game against us, and Alex Davies played a very good game against us. All of those guys are missing for you at the moment. Yeah,
and that's the thing is that we're definitely missing pieces that I would like to have in the team. Like this is not a complete Suns team by really like any. I don't think anybody would say this is our best lineup. But in saying that, I mean, plenty of great talent on the park as well. Great to have Lockie Weller back. I mean, I think we've missed his craft. Hopefully he can get some good entries inside 50 because he's really been one of the most accurate users of the ball going inside. It's been really good having him in the team. Like you said, I mean, that game that we played last time, I mean, Farah kicked 5 goals or something. It was just a weird game. Like we won by 60 points or something?
It was at least 10 goals.
It was stupid. There was junk time goals. There was everything. I think that the thing that's gonna the same things tend to be true with the Suns. Small forwards kick goals against us. You have a plethora of small forwards that can be damaging. I mean, Cam Rayner's obviously not in great form, but Kyle Lohman will kick goals. Charlie Cameron loves playing against the Suns. Like, you know that he's going to come up with 2 or 3. I mean, depends on, like, you know, does Levi go hammer and tong full forward? Like, do they like move him there as well? So like, just try to bring the ball to ground. Let these guys that have great goal sense just put the ball through the sticks. I mean, you saw what can happen. Granted, it was junk time in a sense with you guys against Freo, but there were those contests where you were just pumping the ball inside 50. The ball's getting brought to ground through one of the tall agents, and then, you know, you just had like a Will Ashcroft kicking that goal right at the very end. Just like a ball goes to ground, boom, one tap, done. It's a goal in 30 seconds. You know, it's like that can happen against us. We don't seem to defend well against those sorts of things. Like the small forwards that can move off your man, get lost for a second, we concede from that. So I'm not so worried about you guys not having that tall timber. Like, I think that we defend well against that anyway. We just don't seem to control the small forwards. And I think that that's going to be, I mean, I think it's going to be a high scoring affair, to be honest. It's going to be a fine day on the Gold Coast.
Oh, I don't know about that.
You don't think so?
Yeah, I think it's going to be, scrap. I think it's going to be an arm wrestle.
Yeah, maybe I'm just trying to be optimistic about it. But I guess, like, we've been conceding lots of points, man. Like, we let North score over 100 against us. Like, you've been letting everyone score 100 points against you. I don't know. I just feel like this is going to come to a like 110 to 103 or one of those weird like 200 point totals or something like that. But yeah, it's going to be a weird old game. I think there's potential for it to go both ways because the Suns' defense has been really, really good. And I know that sounds stupid considering we lost and gave up over 100 points to North, but it's no fault of the defenders. Like, if you watch any of the Suns games, I mean, it's the transition that we keep getting killed on. The defenders, if not for what's
it's
you
just
two?
we are. I think we're 17th or 18th in the league for D50 to inside 50, and that's where players like Rioli and Noble and Weller and Will Powell, I think, are going to have their fun and probably tally us up a little bit this weekend.
But I think it's going to be the same thing on both sides of the ball because that's what I mean. It's like you guys are doing the same thing. You're letting people take it from one end to the other. It's the only way that the Suns know how to play. Like, we don't have offense through winning contests or winning clearances typically. We just, you know, try to defend through offense. And that's why I just think it's going to go ping pong, backline to forward line all day. I think the only thing that like could stop the points totals would just be accuracy. I mean, we've been pretty good this year. Like, we've been pretty accurate. Like, everyone's goal kicking boots are normally pretty on, but you know, obviously you have the tendency to go both ways. Sometimes the Lions are.
It's weird as well because both midfields. You look at those midfields on paper, you look at the names, and you're like, those are probably two of the best midfields in the competition, but like they just haven't been playing that way lately.
It's so strange. I don't know what's going wrong with the Suns. And again, like, for your listeners, I don't know how much attention like you pay to Suns games, but at no point really in the season outside of maybe our opening round against Geelong, we haven't really had all parts of the team functioning at once. Like, the midfield has been the missing link. Like, it's been weird, and we have just been losing clearances either by stoppage or from center clearances quite often, even in games that we've been winning, because we lose the clearance, the ball goes down into our defensive 50, we do what we need to do, clean it up, rebound, and score a goal down the other end. Unfortunately, that recipe doesn't work because if you don't win clearances and you keep losing the ball at the middle, eventually you're going to get found out. And if your defense isn't on or you're not scoring enough points down the end when you get it, then you're going to lose the game. So then conversely, we've had the midfield function when the forward line doesn't work. So we're still trying to get all parts of the ground working at once, but I don't know. I think it could be just a big points day. That's what I'm tipping anyway.
You've gone fairly tall here as well. You're rolling with the 2 rucks.
Yeah.
Which, how often have you guys done the 2 rucks this year?
I mean, once Ned Moyle got brought in, we've had. I think that was the week before Darwin. I think that's how he started it. We haven't run Moyle. Oh, did we run Moyle by himself? I think we might have actually. I think maybe our first week in Darwin, we ran Moyle by himself. But we have been using the dual ruck system for a while. Obviously, no Ethan Reed to do that work, so that's I think why we're doing it. I don't think we really trust Moyle to just be out there by himself in a game like this. But yeah, the new ruck rules really affected Wits a lot. I think for most of the league, I think we got hit the hardest just because of how he plays.
Yeah.
Obviously, Moyle is great for how things changed, so he's really seen a huge elevation in his game. But just for the fact that Wits is such a tall, wrestly guy, I mean, even now, like even with all the weeks gone, he's still giving up the over the mark a bunch of times, and it sucks for him.
Yeah.
And you hate to see it, the end of your career and a rule change is moving you out of the team, but
yeah, it's sort of accelerated that process.
Yeah, it's how it goes. So we'll see. I mean, he could get rested forward. He could be another target there. Maybe we'll just be too tall and we'll just keep pumping the ball inside 50 and hoping that we can take a mark. It's been a Suns hallmark for many years. One that I hate.
One thing that is as certain as death is the Dunkley-Rao matchup across the weekend.
Yeah.
I think it'll start that way, and then
Yep.
it depends if track gets off the chain a little bit, then maybe there might be some changes there. But Jared Berry's played a role in Petrarca before when he moves outside, but I think he might be a little bit more likely to be accountable for John Noble if he's playing further up the ground.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Obviously, we know Dimmer is extremely stubborn in his coaching tactics, and I don't think that you're going to see anything remarkably different from us. I don't think we're going to be doing any sort of tagging or pseudo tagging or.
Well, the closest, I mean, last year, and this is where Alex Davies came into it, he sort of played bodyguard for Rao.
Yeah.
And that's what allowed him to get off the chain a little bit more. So
Yeah, and when Alex Davies is in the team, that's what makes that matchup so good, is that Alex Davies he'll throw his body around recklessly, give up a free here and there, but it does allow Rao that space. But it just frustrates me so much because watching you guys play Freo, seeing the work that was done to Neil. Because it's like that's how it seems like they saw the game. It was like Freo went there and they said, okay, the Lions are still a good team, but they are missing pieces. So let's give up some of our pieces to take out their best. And it left, Lockie Neal, was deactivated essentially.
yeah, and it's sort of taken us back a little bit, like a few years where, sort of 2020, 2021, if you shut out Lockie Neal, you basically shut out the Lions. But over the last couple of years, it's like, okay, you've shut out Lockie Neal. That means Will Ashcroft will have a good game. Or Hugh McCluggage will have a good game. Or Dunkley will have a good game. Or someone else will pop up. Bailey will kick 3 and have 20 odd.
Yeah.
But with all those players down on form, it's sort of gone back to, well, Neal's our best and most consistent midfielder this year. So he's the one you go to. But Dimmer famously not really into shutting down players or tagging. He'll back his system in.
Yeah, and that's my fear, is that, you got to... And this is what happened with the Suns, is that we played really well against Geelong. We played okay against West Coast. And then teams... I imagine coaches around the league went, shit, the Suns are scoring points. We look good. Let's pay some attention. And then they did, and we got... I'm not going to say found out, but... People accounted for what we were doing, and we had no gear change. We've had the perfect example of, okay, here's what Freo did against you guys. Look how effective that was. And we're going to rock up with all the information under the sun and do nothing with it and still apply the same Suns. It's like we'll play the same game against you as we did against North. I'm sure we'll do the same thing.
I doubt that if for some reason you get a 40, 50 point lead, you're going to start defending that early out, because you could see it coming a mile away what was going to happen when you started defending with the ball that early.
Yeah.
So I don't know that that's going to happen.
Yeah, I guess maybe more so like the game style.
Yeah.
Because it just, I mean, and it's so fun when it works, and it's really good to watch. And I do prefer, I'm not going to go back on my word. When we were losing games under Dew and we were losing games 70 to 60, I said, I would much rather lose games 120 to 110. I'd rather have a bad record, but at least we're scoring 110 points and losing. So I'm not going to go back on that. It's just that I wish that we could use bits of the things that other teams have done well against you to unlock you. Because remember that time when under Dew when we tagged, I think we put Took on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Took ended up having 30 plus touches, ran hard both ways, and completely got
and it just worked.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't look. You might get some semblance of it. I'll have to wait and see. I mean, I am sad that Zorko's not going to be part of this one.
Yeah, it is a little bit. I think one thing both fans are going to be upset about is there's not going to be any crossover between Took Miller and Dane Zorko.
Yeah, and who do we boo? I don't know who we boo today.
Well, the Suns seem to have a bit of a vendetta against the Ashcroft boys.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and from preseason shit. Like it's like a lot of the beef that seems to be brought into these Q clashes is from all the shit that goes down in preseasons. I don't understand why.
No, I don't quite understand it
Just
as well.
it's the hardest fought games are the ones that seem to count for no points. But I mean, I don't know. Ben King's not been kicking too many goals as well. Just on another point. So this is a good test for him to get back into.
It'll be a good test for Harris Andrews as well, who has been towed up the last 3 or 4 weeks and being shut out of games as well.
Yeah, what's the deal there? Do you think he's carrying something? Like, is he?
No. So, as you said, teams are going to work on him as well. So, Freo, obviously, they tried Patrick Voss to get him out of the game. Yeah. Geelong had Jack Henry go to him and take him out of the game as much as they could as well. GWS, Grishevsky went to him and tried to just keep him accountable.
Yeah.
So, once again, I'm not sure if that's something that Dimmer is going to try and employ. Maybe someone like a Ben Long to do a job, or if he's just going to back, a one-on-one contest, which I know is what Harris Andrews will want, what we all want.
Yeah,
best forward on best back. But I reckon, what happened in that final last year? Darcy Gardner started on Ben King. Ben King got off the chain real quick and kicked 2 or 3 goals in the first quarter, and then the swap was made, and then we never saw him again.
Perfect example. It was like the good coach did what he should do, and you guys made changes, and we didn't. Like we just stayed static. And it was like Fags went, okay, cool, we can see what's happening, we can see what's not working, let's move some pieces around, and then that was it. We just stayed where we were, and that was sort of it. Because that was the last meeting that we had together as well. I mean, finals obviously different beast as well, and we were just doing so well to even be there after coming off the back of beating Freo away. It was going to always be a struggle, but yeah, it was a tough one. Is
there a sense amongst Suns fans of like, all right, we need to get this one back because of how the finals ended for you guys last year?
Look, I think that
Q clashes are already built up as they are.
Yeah,
and as we said off the top of the show here, there's a bit riding on this game for both teams to sort of keep our season, like, give it a pulse.
Yeah.
But is there that extra added motivation for you guys? Because I know when we've bowed out of finals, like Geelong's towed us up a couple of times. Collingwood beat us in the grand final along the way.
Yeah.
We've had finals against, the Dogs, Melbourne, Richmond, that has sort of carried on into other seasons. And it's sort of like, all right, well, we need to get one up on these guys because they brought our season to an end last year.
Yeah. I don't necessarily feel that because I think that last season we were just so lucky and happy to be playing finals, won a final away.
Yeah.
Like, I think that everything after winning that Freo game was basically just a free hit. And it was great to go to the Gabba and play and to, put some points on the board and try to, like, make a challenge for it. If we got blown out, which we kind of did, the game was worse than what the result said. Like, we really did get beaten quite badly. I don't feel like there's anything more personal on account of that. I think this is just we have the chance to make amends for the Roos game. That's what everyone is feeling. We have the worst taste in our mouth ever after that.
Yeah. It's been sitting there for a fortnight.
Yeah, man. The worst way to lose against a team that, it's kind of like a top 3 bugbear for Suns fans because you've got Clarko always just talking, running his mouth about the Suns, about everything, salty man.
Yeah.
It's a bad one. So that's, I think, our prime motivation here is like, we have to win this game. You're so low on players. We are the favorite going in. It's a home game. Our home form's been fantastic. Obviously, haven't lost there, haven't played there that much this season because of Darwin, but haven't lost since GWS at the end of the season last year. Play pretty well at home. Typically, it's an afternoon game, so I don't know. It's just like we have to win it. There is really like, there's no way around it.
Yeah,
and there will be no excuse at the end of it as well. It's like this is a chance to prove yourself and for the team to get taken seriously in a. And against a team that still, like you said, has enough talent to, like, the Lions can still obviously win this. It's not like it's, the odds are what? Suns are paying $1.50 or something. It's something stupid like that.
I think after the teams came out last night, I think you shortened even further.
Yeah.
With Hugh McCluggage being out of the picture.
Yeah.
So, but yes, you're definitely going in heavy favourites. I don't think it was like too outrageous. Maybe like $1.60 to $2.40 or something like that. $1.50 to $2.66. So,
yeah.
That's blown out a little bit, but not a huge amount. But people are definitely on the Suns for this one.
Yeah, I guess it's just can we believe in ourselves enough to get it done? the Lions have, because this is what great teams are built on, is winning games that are arm wrestles and, coming up against a premiership team that's depleted, that are going to be angry and wanting to fight for this really, really hard, you assume.
I mean...
You haven't shown that.
The Lions fans have assumed that the last couple of weeks. It's like, all right, we've had our pants pulled down. It's time to actually, answer back here and show the competition that we're still... But it just hasn't happened.
I mean, luckily the league has functioned in a way that, we haven't played a game in 2 weeks because of the bye, and our ladder position hasn't moved.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The ladder and the way that everything's working this year is so strange. Obviously, now with the wild card thing, it feels like the pressure is different as well. Not that I think that any team has a chance of winning from the wild card round. I think that would just be absolutely insane.
No,
it's just I don't know. You can talk about why they're doing it, but it's an odd one. But the league is very strange this year. Everyone's beatable, it seems.
Yeah, mostly. I think there's still a group that put themselves amongst the rest.
Different tier, no doubt.
And I thought, up until the last couple of weeks, I would have had Geelong in that tier as well. But
they've only lost by a total of 6 points over the last 2 games. So.
Yeah, with some dodgy, some interesting calls in there. But once again, those are the games you got to win.
Man, don't we know it? Don't we all know it? So what's your actual feeling about this one then? Because I know you obviously love to say.
I've got very little faith in this team at the moment, and that's based on form. It's based on the fact that we just can't have any continuity. Like I said, at least 2 or 3 changes each and every week, and we're reaching into players there's no way at the start of the year, if you had told me, Connor McKenna was playing every week, Zach Ostelski was getting games, Jimmy Tunstall was playing most weeks, Cody Curtin, if all those guys were playing and we'd reached that far into our depth pretty regularly, I would have said to you, okay, things have gone horribly wrong.
Something bad's happened.
And it has. And that injury list is just chock-a-block. And on top of that, our good players are just not playing well.
Yeah.
They've really dropped in form. And whether that's a case of, all these long seasons catching up to us, whether it's an attitude problem of players going, all right, two flags is enough, and they just expect it to happen again. Because there does seem to be an element of I will be all right. We know we can do it. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
If we just, we don't have to dig in for these games, or we don't have to run defensively. But, when those losses start building up and you don't get enough, points, premiership points and percentage on the board to get you in a position to win finals, it's not just going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. And every team seems to be playing with a sense of we can do it, And I guess, when the losses stack up, other teams start to think, well, we can figure you out.
Yeah.
That's, I guess, one of the reasons why I feel like that North loss was so crucial for us, which was because it costs you mentally. It makes every team think that they can beat you now, and then it also it pegs you back a little bit mentally because you know that you can capitulate from 42 points up against a bottom 6 team. So it's damaging. I guess from your point, I'd like to know, the Lions win. How does that happen? If the Lions take it out for you, what's the journey to that victory for you? How do you see that happening?
It means that players like Will Ashcroft are back, and it means that Logan Morris has kicked at least 3 or 4 goals. Kai Lohman's chimed in with a couple.
Yeah.
Jasper Fletcher's played his role. Zach Bailey is probably, and Cam Rayner have probably played their roles and kicked a couple of goals each, and picked up 15 to 20 touches. And it means probably our midfield is starting to work a little bit harder as well. And it means we've got some defensive intent.
Yeah, okay.
We're not just giving up on the chase really easily as we did last week.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I feel like Darcy Wilmot's a player that I'm quite scared of. I think that
he's been really good this year.
Yeah,
he's been a shining light, and you'll expect I've been expecting consistent performance from him each and every week. Especially when Zorko and Kitty Coleman have gone out of the team, he's played very well.
Yeah, fair enough.
And Bruce has been really good as well. But it's just again, if you had told me at the start of the year, at round 13, players like Bruce, Darcy Wilmot, Ryan Lester, and Charlie Cameron would be leading your best and fairest.
Yeah,
I would say, again, things have gone wrong.
Yeah, what happened to that team bus?
Yeah.
Well, I think our path to victory, I think that the Suns have to win the tackle count. I think we have to play really, really aggressive inside 50. I think we have to have inside 50 tackle pressure has to be high the whole day.
Yeah.
I think we need to try to turn that ball over as much as we can. So I'm really hoping to watch. I mean, the pressure, I don't know how you feel about the pressure gauge or whatever. I mean, I just think I really want to win the tackle count. I really want to.
Not something you've done this year. I
No,
don't think.
we have been woeful. And it's not for lack of trying, because I think one of the stats that needs to be reported on more is the missed tackle, like missed tackles, because we are going in, but just we're always running too far past the player. Anyway, so tackle count, love to win that. Clearances is what it is. But I think that tackle count, forward pressure, and just trying to be accurate. I think. I mean, we can concede points to the Lions. I mean, you guys have got so many goal kickers around the park. I think everybody can put the ball between the sticks. But as long as we can get the pressure up, be accurate. I don't know, be accountable. It's not too much to ask, is it?
Yeah, all the things that I'm hoping for the Lions as well. But Q Clash is always a fun one. It'll be interesting to see what that break has done for you guys compared to our prolonged poor run.
I mean, honestly, coming off a bye is always such a death knell. Like, I don't even know what our post-bye form is, but it's not good. Post-bye, post-Darwin. It's like the recipe for disaster is there. But like I said, it's must win, so we got to do it.